to put law and order so that we are open everything for freedom, and also all the penal system that was silly, and we begin national dialogue and national debate that we all agree on. Even the leader in his last meeting with the journalists, he said that in the People's Assembly, the People's Conference, the coming one, we will have to put constitution for the country. We'll have to lay down constitution for the country, and then we will have the local governance come back to the country. Call it whatever you call it, but we have to have all the localities and all the governorates and whatever names you call. Everyone has to look at running the country, and we'll have to have central ruling system, and the local systems would look at their own, and also we look at the development in Libya and all these projects, development projects in the whole of Libya. Yesterday, of course, there has been steps to increase the wages and also to give more loans to youth, and also give them to pay on longer term installments, and we have to do this immediately. We have got everything we needed from reform. We kept our country, and we also saved it from bloodshed. We have got everything on the opposite to what happened in our neighbors, with the minimum of loss and the minimum of problems. Egypt has got problems. No stability, no work, no tourism. It will be worse in here, 1,000 times worse than Egypt and Tunisia. So if we agree on this tomorrow, we would save the bloodshed, and that would be the biggest achievement, biggest historic achievement, and we move from the first Jamahiriya to the second Jamahiriya. Forget about the first system, first regime, and then we start a new system that we will agree on it. We will tomorrow create a new Libya, Libya of tomorrow, the Libya we all dream of. Otherwise, you be ready, Libyans, that we will be entering into confrontations, and that we will be fighting each other, and we'll be divided. Forget about the oil, forget about the gas, forget about, we will go into disarray, we will go into chaos. This is like what's happening in Berga and will happen in all of Libya. Your children, forget about looking after their education and health. Today, what is happening in Berga and Beda, in Shahat, in Benghazi, is saddening. This is not East and West. My wife is from, my mother is from the East, father is from the middle. Most Benghazi come, their origins from the West. How can you talk to people from people in the East from Benghazi that come from Zlito, Benghazi and Tripoli? How are you going to travel throughout Libya? Are you really going to get into need a visa? So if someone living in Tripoli and one in Benghazi, would you need a visa? Yeah. So be prepared not to visit each other for 10 years. It would be like North and East Korea. The country will be divided. So you can only see your wife, children and mother through a divide, and that we don't want to live with this divide. We have been integrated for a number of years, people from East, West, and people from Bin Walid, Masrata, and everyone have been integrated with others. We are an integral country. If we did not agree on the first scenario, then we can't go into the second scenario. Also, the foreign minister of Great Britain contacted me, and I would like to tell you be also ready for imperialism. Imperialism will come to me. Imperialists will come. The Europeans and Americans will come to Libya and occupy. Do you really think the NATO and the United States will actually accept this country divided into emirates? In 2 days, we had two Muslim Islamic Emirates. They did not accept this Islamic Emirates in the Somal. Would they accept it in the Mediterranean area in Libya? And the American base in Crete, which is an hour away from Libya, would they allow Islamic Emirates to be created in Libya? Do you think the world will not interfere? I can tell you the American fleet and European fleets will come and will occupy you. And they will completely wipe out all this chaos. They will never allow any Islamic Emirates to be created, especially those created and controlled by thugs and terrorists. They will not let go of the Libyan oil. The West will not allow any chaos in Libya that will allow the exportation of terrorism and illegal immigration from Libya. This will not be allowed by the world. And the imperialism will get back. If you think in any other way, you're wrong. You're half an hour away from Europe, and the world will not allow chaos in Libya. And within 2 days, you already declared some Islamic statelets. Anyway, I have spoken with you. We have discovered many cells, many Arabs, many Libyans. People use ecstasy, use drugs, they use illegal, they use Egyptian, Tunisians. Everything will come out to the whole world with documents. The Arabs are working on us. However, Libyans who live in London and live in New York and Manchester and in Germany and in Canada, they are inciting you and asking you, and inciting you to come again, to stand against us. They live in there, they have health care, and your kids come here and die outside the army barracks, and they go to get the ammunition. They are happy and comfortable in Europe, together with their children, and they are inciting us so that we die and destroy our country. Why is that? So that they come here and run us and rule Libya. If they think that this project and this scenario will succeed, they are wrong. It's a scenario by those who are living abroad and trying to cause sedition inside the country and divide between us, and they are turning us like Iraq. Our brothers who are in Egyptian brothers and Tunisian who have been used and who are here, they also have arms, and they are part of this chaos and this plotting